Good morning all, here we are, Saturday. Let's have a look at where we think our average is going to be. We can already see where we think it's going to be. 10 crosses submitted, so thanks to those that submitted. Obvious, what they call it, obvious area here, look where everybody's gone. I'm right in the middle of that. Where am I? Let me make mine flash. That was the first one I put in last week, which I thought I'd end up changing considerably, but I haven't looked at it all week. And it turns out it's right in the middle of this this cluster. So out of the 10 crosses that we had submitted, 6 of them are all in this tight little cluster here. That's very interesting, that. So I've had a look at it, and I thought, well, what do I think here? I like the fact that 6 of us, or 60% of us, have gone in this all in this same area, this same cluster. But there's 2 out here to the right. Now these top and bottom ones here, above and below the cluster, that's great because they balance out each other, and it's quite possible that that's where the judges are going. What I found interesting though is nobody seems to think that the judges are going any further left of that cluster. We've got a few going over to the right. Now when I look at how steep this guy in the white is looking, I think the cluster is spot on, and possibly one of them or 2 of them might go further left. I can't see how they'd go that farther right, but then what do I know? I've never won. But it's I don't know if it came to it. If it comes to the judging, what would the head judge Matt usually do in this case where there's 2 of them over there? If one was over there like that, he would take it out, and the average would more or less be right in the cluster. However, if there's 2 over there, or even if there was 2 together from the judges, in theory, he'd probably leave them in, and it would pull the average a bit further to the right. Personally, I think where mine is, for the sake of, I can't think of anywhere better to put it, I'm probably going to leave mine in that area. But let's draw some lines and look at that spread, including all the crosses. That's terrible. Let me take that out and change it to white. Right, okay, so there we go. See, if I just went for that cluster there, it'd be a very, very narrow spread. But counting them all in, like that. Now, looking at his eyes, so I'm saying, see how steep he's looking? I can't see that these ones over here on the right. For me, I wouldn't go over that far, but it's quite possible judges will. So there's certainly valid crosses, and not I'm not knocking the crosses at all. And then we've got, if we count them all in from the player in the back there, considering how far away he is from those crosses, I mean, that's not that far a spread, is it? So yeah, from the player at the front here, I can't see that they're going to go that far right. Certainly not many of them. One might, and I suspect they might take that out. But yeah, I think this cluster looks good to me. But I mean, obviously, I would advise, if you want to, put the crosses in your own picture and see what you think. Certainly put the average in and see what you think. So let's have a look what the average is. Let me just get the let's get the numbers here. So it's 3103770. So I'll put that up on the top right of the screen. And right, I'm going to take those lines out, and I'll put a big cross in where the average is. Now I'll do that now. So there's where our average works out. That's with all the crosses left in. Obviously, if there was only sort of one over on the right hand side, chances are, like I said, Matt would take it out, and the average would be further in there, in amongst that cluster. Like I said, mine is to the left of that average. Now I'm making that flash again, and I'm in that cluster. So I don't think it'd be any further to the right than that. To me, if anything, it might be even further left. But I'm going to stay where I am, I think, in that area. Probably not that exact coordinate, but I'm going to stay in that area there. So yeah, I'm quite sort of confident that that cluster, where 60% of it seem to be that sort of area, is a good area. So I'm gonna go for that. But then I don't worry about it. I only do sort of one ticket usually, just to be in it. And this week I've gone for the Ineos Grenadier and the Mini Cooper S, which is unusual because I usually go for the BMW X1 diesel on its own. But fancy to change this week. Right, okay, so Revcomps. What we got for Monday's draw then? Well, wasn't much I fancied there. However, I did have one on this Golf R. I do like a Golf R, and it wasn't that many odds. Tickets being sold, sort of 8,000 tickets. I thought, oh, I'll have some of that. And the more I looked at this BMW 330D M Sport Touring, the more I liked it. And I've never done this many tickets before, but I've done 9 tickets on that. Mainly because I had credit and they were cheap. They were £1.67. And I won £5 credit again on Thursday, which I couldn't see how I could not have won credit, because I didn't tune into the live draw until about 5 to 9, I think 9 o'clock. I don't usually watch it. I usually have it on a screen in the background. And for this What's the Word credit draw, they usually have about 700 or 800 prizes. There's a couple of 100 tenors, about 400 fivers, some hoodies, sticker packs and stuff. But when I looked at how many people were watching the live draw, there was 795. And I thought, well, at the moment, I'm sure there's more prizes than people watching. I can't possibly not win some credit. And sure enough, I checked about 10 o'clock then. Congratulations, you won £5 credit. And I had a couple of quid credit there, so I spent it all on BMW tickets. So that's for Monday's draw. An update as well. My mate that started playing on Revcomps about 3 weeks ago, and in his first week won a diamond or £6,000. Got into the office this week, and he showed me the screen on his phone again. Congratulations, you've won a gaming computer. So desktop computer, not a laptop, with a keyboard and a mouse and everything. And that's already been delivered as well. So he's had that. So in the 3 weeks he's been playing now, he's had 2 wins. So I've got to beat him. I've got to beat him to the 3rd win. He did buy a lot of tickets. Mine, he had... He's spent in that 3 weeks, mainly because he won the £6,000 on the diamond in the first week, but he spent about £800 on tickets in the last 3 weeks. But then, you can't blame him for that. He was £6,000 up in the first week, so that's why he bought 10 tickets on this gaming computer. It was £4 a ticket, so he spent 40 quid on 10 tickets and then and won it. So fair play to him. He's doing well. But I think he's going to cut back now, and he's just going to play for the cars. Right, so they added some more then for next Thursday's draw. What have I got here? I think, the only one I played for in next Thursday's draw was this Kia Sportage, because it was 5,000 tickets, £5 a ticket. I thought, I'll just have the one. And then this popped up yesterday. It wasn't there when they first put these up. But when I looked this up, it's a 2022. Nice, it's a diesel one. I do like it, but when I looked up the specs on it, it's because it's so new, and the retail value was over £600. The retail value was over 40 grand from new, which means it's £600 a year to tax it. And I thought, nah, I'm not spending £600 a year to tax a car that I barely use. So I just went for this cheaper one here. I haven't done anything with this yet. It's a possibility, but I haven't. Tickets are too dear on his M4. The Lambo is a possibility. I mean, cheap tickets, £150,000 cash alternative, but it is 60,000 tickets, so that put me off a bit. This is going to be the same issue. This BMW with the £600 a year car tax, and I got no use for this van. So, and the tickets are pricey as well, so I didn't bother on that as well. Auto draws are the ones for me, aren't they? Oh, that's the point. Bike night. It looks like they've taken... Now, they probably mentioned this on the live draw, but I wasn't listening to it. They've taken all the bikes off the Mondays and Thursdays draws, and on Wednesday they're having a separate bike night. I'm assuming that's going to be a regular thing. I can't see they're just going to do it for 1 week. Yeah, quite like that idea. So they're going to go back to 3 draws a week by the look of it, because it used to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then they cut it down to Monday and Thursday. But it looks like they're going to have a bike night on a Wednesday. Auto draws. Now, what happens every week, I discuss the auto draws, and by the time I finish doing a video, they've added another 1 or 2 on you. But that's okay, we'll discuss them Tuesday. I haven't bothered with this Bentley, 40 grand cash alternative. Not too bad odds, actually. 30,000 tickets, £3 a ticket. This I've gone for. I got 3 on this for tomorrow. This BMW, so 1.5. And I did have 3 on this one as well, this Mercedes. Mainly because that was going to be an ideal daily back and forth to the office. Because I think it's £20 a year car tax. And Mercedes quotes something like 65 to the gallon. And I thought, do you know what? That'd be a cracking car back and forth to the office twice a week. Or shopping over Asda's. I didn't bother with this one. Although, what's this one? Oh, it's the GLC 43. Yeah, I wouldn't keep it, so I didn't bother with it. So there we are. That's it from me. That's what I'm doing on Revcomps. Spent a few bob this week, which I haven't done for a while, because I said I was cutting back, and I did cut back. But it's only because I had some credit this week to use up that I bought a few more tickets. Right, enjoy the rest of your weekend then, everybody. Good luck, and let's hope Christian comes to see one of us on Tuesday.